Donald J. Trump, First Lady Melania Trump, and the Trump...
Thank you very much. Wow. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. So I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. With every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
Let me just quickly play for you what former President Obama said exactly on this question of the economy.
Yeah, it was pretty good because it was my economy. It wasn't something he did.
How do you respond to that?
Very easily. I was working in finance during Barack Obama's administration. Let me tell you, the economy under his especially the last 5 years, was growing at about 1 to 1.5% per. Donald Trump came in, he brought his tax cut policy in, which cut taxes across the board for everybody in our country. Couple the fact that he did cut massive regulations from the Obama administration. And what did we see? Economic growth in the United States went from 1.5% under Barack Obama to 3.5% under Donald Trump.
This country can become rich with the proper use of tariffs.
The idea of getting rid of income taxes and replacing it with tariffs.
Well, okay.
Were you serious about that?
Yeah, sure. But why not? Because ready? Our country was the richest relatively in the 1880s and 1890s. A president who was assassinated named McKinley. He was the tariff king. I think it was 1887. Think of this problem. We were so rich, we had so much money, we didn't know what to do. So they set up a blue ribbon commission on tariffs. And the sole purpose is what to do with all the money we had. We were so rich because we were taxing other people for coming in and taking our jobs.
And on the issue of freedom, listen, Donald Trump's not done. Did anybody hear what he had to say just yesterday? And I'll tell you, it was outrageous. So he said, on the issue of freedom of choice, reproductive freedom, he said that he will do what he wants because, quote, this is his perspective, he will do it whether the women like it or not. Whether the women like it or not.
I want to protect the women. Sir, please don't say that. Why? They said we think it's very inappropriate for you to say. So why? I'm president. I want to protect the women. They said, sir, I just think it's inappropriate for you to say, pay these guys a lot of money. Can you believe it? I said, well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them. I'm going to protect them from migrants coming in. I'm going to protect them from foreign countries that want to hit us with missiles and lots of other.
I mean, where were you when Trump got shot, man?
Where was I?
The president got shot.
I know. I don't really remember where I was. I was at home.
There's a lot of Asians for Trump out there. Do you know that? Or how do Asians feel about Trump?
Well, I'm not the president of Asians. I seem to think that you seem to think that I'm their leader. Like every month there's a gathering, right? And I get all this information from people.
Yeah.
Right? And then I go out to the world, I'm their spokesperson or something. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You're like Kim Jong-un.
No, I'm not Kim Jong-un.
You're like a smaller version, like Scam Jong-un.
Yeah. Kim Jong-un and I come from the same body type.
I would say that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if they made...
And one of my people came in and said, sir, you know, the word garbage is the hottest thing right now out there. The hottest thing out there. Sir, would you like to drive a garbage truck? Okay, but, you know, I don't feel comfortable wearing a suit. And they pulled up this garbage truck. I don't know how the hell they did it so fast. I have very capable people. So I said, man, if I don't get up there, this is going to be very embarrassing. These stupid people, they'll say, he's cognitively and physically impaired. The first stair is like up here. I'm saying, shit. So I had the adrenaline going and I made it.
If you're a billionaire, Elon Musk, for example, say, that guy got it. Michigan knows that word. Look, that dude got a tax cut and the rest of us got shafted on the whole
Pierre, how do you say his last name? Poilievre? He's so common sense and just calling out all the nonsense that's been done under this.
Inflation leads to strikes because workers and unions have to fight to get back what they lost in purchasing power. Well, how did the inflation happen? The government doubled the debt. Justin Trudeau printed $700 billion of cash. He increased the money supply by 40%, while the real economy grew by 4%. When you add money 10 times faster than you add the stuff that money buys, then you get inflation. And that screws over workers because they live off wages. If you're a billionaire, like the people Trudeau vacations with, then you don't have to worry about inflation because your assets are inflation-proof. It's a transfer of wealth from the have-nots to the have-yachts.
They passed one of the largest expansions in healthcare today, or a rule that will allow for women to get reproductive care and birth control over the counter paid for by their health insurance. It's the biggest expansion we've seen in healthcare in decades, done by the Biden White House today, which will help American women who have private health insurance, and it'll make their paycheck go a little bit further and a little bit better. And that's the thing that most women will be happy about. And I think this is something.
Republicans see women as an entire human being. Democrats just see you as a womb that needs to be stopped.
I made it. And then I gave a little news conference from the front of the, they asked their wise guy questions and everything. And then we drove about 2 feet. I got out, got into the plane. And then I got in the car and I'm driving over here and I have this still on. And I come into the arena and I say, where's my jacket? I want to get out of this thing. And they said, it would be unbelievable if you could wear it on stage. I said, no way. I got 25,000 people standing outside. I got all these people here. There's no way I'm wearing it on stage. They said, oh, okay, sir. I said, get me my jacket. But if you did, it actually makes you look thinner. I said, oh. And they got me. I said, I want to wear it on stage.
You were here last. I talked with you about the fact that more than 130 officials in the Energy Department reported more than 2,700 trades of shares, bonds, and options in companies. You were point blank, do you own any individual stock? And you told me, no. Let's just look at it. My response. So why did you mislead this committee?
I believed that I had sold all individual stock.
And here's what I'm trying to figure out. I just want to know who really runs the Energy Department. Is it you? Or is it by foreign billionaires? It's despicable. It is outrageous that hundreds of officers in the Energy Department are trading shares. It is outrageous that you misled us. It is outrageous that you are continuing to mislead us. And it is outrageous you're going to conferences and events funded by foreign billionaires using dark money to try to influence our politics. This has got to change. And frankly, you should go.
It's crazy times we're living in. I mean, all these pointless wars. It is unbelievable what's happening right now. It is incredible. Ukraine versus Russia, Israel, it's like bad soccer games. Who even cares? What are we doing? Why is our money involved in these wars? When it comes to Israel and Palestine, we're all thinking the same thing. Settle your stuff already. Best out of 3. Rock, paper, scissors. You know the Palestinians are going to throw rock every time. But you also know the Jews have a hard time throwing that paper. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're having fun now. We're cooking.